And also earlier, CCTV America spoke to Dean Chung for more on China's military reforms. Dean specializes in Chinese military and security affairs at the Heritage Foundation, a conservative-leaning think tank in Washington.
While a lot of countries do reforms, they are rarely as tectonic, as fundamental as what we are seeing with China. On December 31st, Xi Jinping announced the creation of 3 new services within the People's Liberation Army. Now we take the 4 general departments and break them up into 15 different pieces. The purpose behind all of this, Xi has been very upfront about this, is to make the PLA better prepared to fight and win future local wars under informationized conditions.
And part of the overhaul is creating a joint command, sort of kind of a Western-style approach to things. Tell me about that, and what's the thinking behind that, and how does that move the military forward for China, do you think?
Well, the Chinese military, until very recently, was very heavily oriented towards the ground forces, and much of this reorganization is trying to sort of break up the power hold of the ground forces over the senior levels of all of the various general departments and the like. So the idea here is that future wars will be fought jointly. So the Air Force, Navy, rocket forces are going to be much more important, space capabilities. And I think a lot of this reorganization is trying to bring those elements to the fore while saying to the ground forces, look, you're still important, but future wars are going to have at least as much having to do with space capabilities and maritime capabilities as traditional ground combat.
You seem to think that there are a lot of elements to this. We may see more. You think so?
Yes. I think that so far we've seen both the service issue and the overall bureaucratic structure issue. What's been left out so far is the military regions. And there's a lot of speculation that the current 7 military regions will be shrunk to either 4 or 5 and will themselves also be fundamentally reorganized.
What is the impact on China itself, the region, and the world, do you think?
Well, certainly this is going to be changing how the People's Liberation Army is organized. It's going to take a while for all of these changes to filter through, at the end of which the expectation is that you will have a much more capable PLA, which the neighbors are going to be a little bit concerned about, I suspect. But in the meantime, it also suggests that what we are seeing is fundamental reform, and this is very important for Xi as he prepares for the 19th Party Congress.
Reform, and also there's reductions, too. We heard that at the end of last year. So there's a lot going on here, right?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. I mean, 300,000 troops are going to be reduced. That was the announcement on September 3rd. And that also, it remains to be seen how that will fit into all of these major reorganizations.
And that was Dean Chung from Heritage Foundation in Washington talking about China's military reforms.